All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about Jacob Blake because apparently he's not getting charged, neither the police. And if you don't know who Jacob Blake is, we're about to talk about him. I did multiple videos a few months ago about this dude. And again, I got a couple things to say about him. Before I get into that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate when you subscribe. Make sure if you want to support this channel, become a patron. My patrons are amazing. There's a link down there, and they help me make videos like this that typically get me in trouble. So who's Jacob Blake? Well, it's simple. He's a criminal. He is a criminal. He's a bad one. He's the type of criminal that sexually touched or assaulted the mom of his children, as far as I know, right? Again, the media has launched, one of those attacks where they don't like to give you the right information. It's kind of hard to get all that information, but as far as we know, he was, when he made contact with the police was looking for him because the mom of his children made a report that he sexually assaulted her. So here's the thing. Cops show up to his house to get him because the mom of his children called the cops. And when the cops show up there, they show up there with the intent to arrest him based on the fact that he had a warrant. So about a week or so before, she made a report. Cops showed up, took a report, and they gave him a warrant. They were looking for him. Finally, he shows back up, and the cops show up to arrest him. Now, here's the thing. If you haven't watched the video, watch the videos. Let me know what you think about this. The whole peaceful protest started, right? Because the left call it peaceful protest. What happened in January 6th was not a peaceful protest, but what happened there, it was, apparently, right? They burned down the city. They destroyed property. That's where that kid, Cal, shot a couple guys and all that. It was terrific. I mean, horrific. It was really, really bad. But the left call it a peaceful protest. In fact, Kamala Harris, a vice president-elect, went and visit his family, right? Because they don't go and visit police officers that died family. They don't go and visit military families that their sons and daughters or son, die in combat. They go and visit criminals. People that have a warrant for sexually assaulting a woman. That's the kind of people that visit, right? That's what the left does. They fund the police, gun control, get criminals out of jail, and again, visit people that sexually molested a woman. Insane, or sexually assaulted. Insane, right? So here's the thing. I'm not going to put the video here because you know how that goes. Police showed up to arrest him. So what did Mr. Jacob Blake does? He gets into a fight with the police. So not only he failed to respond to basic verbal command, stop. He fought the police. Let's look at escalation of force. Verbally, physically with your hand. He got tased multiple times. And then finally, he's a pretty hardcore dude. What did he do? He walks around the entire car while everybody's screaming at him and police officers are screaming at him. He walked from one side or the other side to open a door, the driver's side door. Now, let's think about this. He was in the passenger side, in the rear door. He walked all around it to the front of the hood of the car, all the way to the driver door, few seconds, while cops are screaming at him, and he opened the door. What do you think he went to do? You think he went to get a chocolate bar? You think he went to get a drink? Maybe he went to get a postcard for those police officers. No, he grabbed a knife. That's what he went to do. He grabbed a knife. So he got shot. Very, very simple. If you fight the cops, if you don't follow simple instructions and fight the cops, you get tased and you continue to fight the cops and you open the door of the car to get a knife, you're going to get shot. I'm pretty sure that everyone understands that. Maybe not. Maybe some people don't. What happened was that he was upset. He was angry. He was fighting. He was acting in emotions and he didn't care. And that's what happened. He got shot. So what's the deal here? Cops show up to a place to get a guy that sexually assaulted a woman. The guy fall back. The guy grab a weapon that you could cause deadly force and serious bodily harm and kill somebody, and the cops shot him. Sounds to me like a pretty simple case. Well, again, mass riots, mass destruction. You see things such as this right here, which I'm about to share. Make sure you subscribe to the Blessings Unlimited channel. There's a link down there. You see this right here. You see it right there, right? That's where it was. And again, it's interesting because when he opened that door, they actually tried to push him back. But you saw the propaganda, right? Wikipedia, we all know that you can take this as a serious content. But 29-year-old man who was shot seriously injured by police in Kenosha, Wisconsin, 7 times in the back, right? When Blake opened the driver door to his SUV and leaned in. Oh, he just leaned in. Oh, no. He went to grab a knife that was there, was recovered by the police, and we all know that. So he got shot in front of his kids. And everybody talks about how his kids were in the car and how, is the police officers should have been like, well, his kids were there. No, man, you should have take control of that. You should have made sure that your kids were safe. What kind of dad will get into a fight with the police and potentially get shot, or the opportunity to get shot by police in front of your kids? That represents on you. That doesn't represent on those cops. You were the one who did that. Those cops don't have to give you another extra, the benefit of the doubt when you grab a knife. And all you guys that say yes, you're a hypocrite. You are literally a hypocrite. You tell me if a guy fight you and gets a knife to try to kill you, what will you do? Get out of here. You're a hypocrite. Get out of here. So, again, you would think that he gets charged, right? But no, that's not what's happening. That is not what's happening at all. You see here, I'm not going to play the video, but you see here, the guy right here, watch the live, no criminal charges against Wisconsin police. Really? None. Oh, man, wow. Well, cops did what they were supposed to do. They gave him a verbal chance. They talked to him. They told him to stop. They tried to control him with their hands. They tried to tase him, escalation of force. And finally, when they had no other way other than use deadly force, because he grabbed a knife, he leaned in to get a knife, they had to use deadly force. But the thing about this that upset me is that when you see this, they're not going to charge Mr. Jacob Blake. They're not charging him. That makes no sense to me. Really, that makes no sense to me. And it's a political movement that is disgusting. You tell me right now that if you go out there in the street and you punch a police officer, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get arrested. If you fight cops, you're going to get arrested. But apparently, Mr. Jacob Blake is not. He must have some type of privilege. They keep talking about this white privilege. I don't know. I think he has Jacob privilege. Because he can sexually assault a woman. He can fight police officer. And apparently, according to this, unless something changes, this, which I'll link it down below if you want to watch it. This is a state attorney, I believe. Apparently, according to him, he's not going to get charged. He must have Jacob privilege. Because last time I checked, if you sexually touch a woman, if you fight cops and you grab a deadly weapon, people go to jail for that. Not Mr. Jacob. He's not getting charged. Why? Because we don't want to upset the community. Because then the community will do horrific things. And for the good of the community, I'm assuming they're not going to do it. This is disgusting. This is disgusting, and it's bringing a society where people think they could do whatever they want. And it's not our principles. We are one nation under God. It is not our principles. You just can be committing crime and nothing happens to you because our legal system is scared. It's insane, and it's not fair for all the people that have been put in jail for committing the same crime. If I'd be put in jail for that, I'd be kind of upset. So, again, here's the thing. It's biblical. There will be a time when what is wrong is right, and what is right is wrong. Pretty disgusting if you ask me. But again, there you have it. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.